have returned for the mess. Hello there. Trey probably gonna be a few minutes, so if y'all was here for the last stream, we gonna finish our talk about all these current events that's going on out here in these streets while we wait on him to come. Some of y'all about to be confused. I know, right? Because we was having a whole ass good discussion before this came up. What's up? If anybody wants to order while I'm live, I'll package your order live. Make sure you use this code to get 15% off. But who all back? Back on this Cassie Diddy situation and all this other stuff. Back to Conspiracy Corner with Tasha, because y'all be missing a good time on my streams. Even though I be selling soap and lotion, we still be talking shit. How y'all feel about that? Y'all new ones that's coming in. How y'all feel about the Cassie Diddy allegations? How y'all feeling out there? Because it's getting a little hot on the streets. I forgot Diddy allegedly tried to get who is Kadada to drink his pee? Oh, that girl that he was engaged to. Is that how you say her name? Kadada? Kadada? To drink his pee while she was with Tupac. You really were surprised, Cameron? I'm not. Can you imagine the people that's going to go down with him? But the thing is, if they get him, either he gonna die before they get him, or as soon as they get him, he getting clapped because he can expose too many people, bro. Too many people. Hey, yeah, that's Quincy Jones' daughter. I forgot that's who Tupac was engaged to when he died. But I'm like, excuse me? Not what in the R. Kelly that I just hop into. Child, we were already having a conversation on my live for my store while I sell stuff, and we just continuing it now until Trey come in. If he want to chime in, that's fine. But I'm the conspiracy person. I believe whatever she's saying, okay? I was gonna believe it whether I knew the other shit or not, but I'm waiting on all the other stories to come out, because some of y'all gonna be heavily surprised. But you know who got the stories? It's the men that got the real stories, and them the people that ain't gonna talk. It's the men that he done fucked over that aren't gonna say anything because they too, I don't want nobody to think I'm gay. I don't want nobody to think this. I don't want nobody to think that. Okay. Them other baby mamas need to say something too. They do, but I feel like he hold them kids hostage. Now that I think about it, he probably hold them kids hostage so they don't say nothing. Because if you gonna if you killing the mother of your child, who's to say he ain't beneath clapping his kids? Like, you get what I'm saying? I just feel like they don't say nothing because he be low key holding them kids hostage. Like, oh, if I say something, my kids are in his care. What's gonna happen? Diddy a scary guy hearing some of these stories? I feel like she played her role. She stacked her money. I hope she got as much evidence as she could. And now that if she don't have an NDA anymore, I hope that's why she talking. I don't like the people that be like, well, why she was with him 10 years? We don't know what happened in that situation to be like that. And from the shit I've heard of people always dying or getting fucked up around him, she probably waited until she could leave safely and then left. What's that boy from Tropic Thunder? His name Brandon something. He tried to make a joke about the shit. I'm like, sir, you ain't never been funny, so please be quiet. I don't particularly care about the Will Smith stuff. I'm surprised that man ain't slit his wrist, because like the way people always got something to say about this man is disgusting. It don't matter what he do in his private life. Some people like dick, some people like booty, some people like pussy, some people like animals. Y'all ain't out here to exposing them, so I don't care what Will doing behind closed doors. I don't care. him and Jada has always had some kind of arrangement anyway, to where they could either go outside the relationship, do swing, do something. They've always done something anyway. And I've always heard, even 20 plus years ago, about him and Dwayne. Like, they've always been like I've always heard that. He gave Dwayne $1 million the other year. Did y'all forget about that? Remember when like the FBI or somebody was like investigating Will, the IRS, somebody, because he gave Dwayne like $1 million just cause I think he had like gambling problems, and I think he gave him like $1 million. I'm like, it don't matter how much money I got, for me to just give my friend that's in Hollywood too $1 million is crazy. Like, I just feel like that's wild. If Will ain't out here clapping kids or taking people's shit without consent, I don't care. No, I haven't seen that, Z and K. Nah, we don't talk about him. But I'm like, nah, I heard about the B2K Chris Stokes Marcus Houston stuff. Y'all. Brief story time, and I'm gonna say allegedly because I probably shouldn't say this. How many years ago did I work at the paint? It's been like 10 now. I'll never forget when Chris Stokes and Marcus Houston called in to Chase, because they had Chase accounts, allegedly. When I tell y'all the money that had dried up, like, I had more money than them working at Chase. Mans could barely afford Starbucks, bro. I was like, what happened? Allegedly. I was like, what happened? I'm talking about, like, I want to say, hold on a minute.
Hey, Mama.
Did that fall?
Yeah, I don't know how. It's my shower pole. I never mess with this.
It fell while Ty was in here, or did it fail?
Miss Yon, did this just fall?
Ty was in there? Just, it probably just not sticky anymore. You can see if you can try to put it up there or not.
If there's,
it's not sticky. It's just like, it might be another one of them white things. Should be one for each end though. So see if you find it, and just get your dad to put it up later. If you can't do it, because I don't want you to mess it up. So just leave it there and tell your dad it's there. That's all.
Well, that's the case.
Or I'll tell them. It don't matter. Sorry, I was trying to see what this noise was. Not getting the belt for what? I don't whoop my kids. Not back in the day. My kids damn near grown. What I'm whooping them for? And my youngest one got autism. He don't work like that. That's not how they work. But yeah, I was just like, I seen now LL Cool J was making some money, okay? But you know, like, Chase be having them big ass client accounts, so like only certain people can work on their account, so you can tell when they be famous people. But I think he called because like either something got declined or he needed a check cleared or something. I was looking at his account like, Roger? I'm like, immature? And I'm like, y'all ain't got no money. Like, that's how I know that record labels be hoeing people, because the way they was big back in the day, had they been getting the right royalties on their stuff, there's no way that this man shouldn't have no money. I'm talking about barely can afford Starbucks, bro. I'm like, what is going on? And I ain't trying to downplay no situation, but I'm like, this how you know some people be out here on Instagram acting like they living above their means and stuff too. Because I'm like, this shit don't even look right. I was like, this must be the dummy account. This must be the spare change account. Because I'm like, ain't no way this the real account where the bill's coming out of. Because I'm like, ain't no way. Oh, you good? I ain't tripping off you saying that. I'm black. Like, we got whoopings. Like, I'm not tripping off that. I'm just saying I don't whoop my kids though. My kids are old. My oldest one is 18, and my middle is about to be 17, and my youngest got autism. So we be chilling. The most I've ever seen, I'm gonna say this like this. People that have money are smart with their money. You never should put all your money in one account, because the FDIC only insures 250,000, and that's if they haven't changed it in recent years. So most people don't have more than 250,000 per account, because just say for instance the banks were to like go down or got hacked or lost their money, blah blah blah, money came on missing, they got robbed, you only getting 250 back. So imagine putting $1 million in an account and something pop off and you lose 750K. So most people do, you know what I'm saying, most people move their money around. Most people don't use just one bank, and most people don't have just one account when they have a lot of money. So always remember that if y'all ever get famous, if y'all ever get a bag, you ever get a lot of money, remember Tasha told you that. Move your money around. Have like 3 banks. Have like different accounts and have different amounts in them. You can have like an account set up for just your bills to come out of. You can have an account set up just to play out of, and you can have an emergency account. Don't put all your money in one account though. Not for that. I'm good. I would appreciate it if somebody bought some soap today though. If y'all click the link and shop with me. I ain't getting no orders today. I'm depressed. I need to get at least 5. High year savings or CD, depending on the longevity of how much you want to keep your money in the bank. Always look at the details. If the CD is going to earn you more interest over the time that you want it in there, do that. If you're not trying to keep your money in there for a specified amount of time, then do high yield savings. That's what I feel. Because a CD, you can't touch it for a certain amount of time. It's going to draw interest, but you can't really touch it. So it just depends on if, like, I would go with the CD if you just wanted to put a chunk of money up for retirement or for your kids or something like that. If you just want your money to draw interest because you're not going to mess with it just a little bit here and there, then yeah, Roth IRAs are good. But I feel like you probably need to speak to like a finance person about them, because what I learned about them wasn't what I thought. I think you have to do something else with them to earn good money off them too. Like, I don't think the money can just sit there. There's something else you have to do with Roth IRAs that I didn't quite get the gist of because I was looking into it myself. So with Roth IRAs, I would definitely contact somebody in finance to get all the details first, because that goes into your taxes too. Like, your taxes have some shit to play in with that too. Remember, Obama had to bail out the bank so America wouldn't crash, and now everyone thinks the economy was good when Trump was president, child. Thank you, Denise. I got it from Shein last year. But yeah, we was talking on. Oh yeah, click my link to order, y'all. The code gets you 15% off, and then the next 5 orders over $20 will get a free product. But we were speaking on conspiracy theories. We were allegedly, because you know people try to cover me even though I'm nobody. I don't get me confused with Tasha K. You know what I'm saying? Don't get me confused with her. But you know, it's this whole Diddy Cassie situation, and then we were talking about how we think he had something to do with Kim Porter because she was writing a book, and who else? Al B. Sure going into his coma, and anybody else. Who is it? Was it who else that was writing books? I'm just waiting on more people to tell their story. And I hope she got evidence. Like, I hope as soon as they go to court and try to lie like she lying, I hope she got a fucking video, some security footage. I hope she got something from somebody it's not just he said, she said. Yeah, Heavy D. And then that other man that died too. I forgot what his name was. Wait, who is Justin Timberlake's ex-girlfriend? I'm hoping Cassie got receipts. You can sue somebody. That's why you also have to think about it too. She filed a lawsuit. She didn't necessarily press criminal charges on him. Depending on the state, you got statute of limitations, and it depends on what you could prove. So she could have went the legal route of suing him that way, because for as we know, he could just settle. She could just settle and get the money if he don't want to take it to court. I'm hoping that she has like actual evidence, and I hope more people speak out, because I feel like that man that hold people his entire existence. I feel like he went to a meeting with the right people and they showed him how to be grimy, and he brought that shit to the black community, and I'm gonna just say it like that. I feel like he is a single solitary I'ma hold the black community asshole. Like, there's other people that fuck people over here, but he ain't even got skeletons. He got a graveyard, bro. Please, Danny. I don't think she would settle because we just watched the video like where they were saying that she was getting paid like $250 a month while she was dating him just to be quiet. So just imagine if she was saving her money, which I don't know, because if somebody it got you on a leash and they paying you, it may be one of them things where like both of their names could have been on an account so he could know what she was doing with the money. Because you got to think about it like that too. Motherfuckers be smarter than they look because they learn this shit from other people. For as we know, he could have been like, oh, you getting your allowance every month for shutting the fuck up. But yes, that's what we was talking about earlier. Omega, he was paying her first. He was paying her like $500K a month when they were dating. Then he dropped it down to $250,000 a month. But the stuff that he was doing to her, like the lady who brought it up was like, what woman? It's a lot of women who would take that abuse and $250K a month to shut the fuck up versus getting abused for free. Like if you sleeping around and getting abused for free, they gonna go with the $250K. But my whole thing is to be smart about it. I would have been putting money to the side so that when I'm ready to walk away, I'm good. But come to think about it, he probably had an account with his name on it and just probably like gave her like a card or put both of their name on it so that she could spend, but he could see what she was doing. Them people in Hollywood always got a heads up. If you big enough, you always got a heads up before you know some shit about to hit the fan. There's just like that man, what is his name? That comedian, that was married to Katy Perry. It's some stuff that came out about him over in the UK or wherever he from, and he tried to jump, you know, like he tried to say something about his character before that came out. It's like they be knowing. They definitely be knowing what stuff about to come out. Yeah, him, Russell Brand. It's stuff that came out about him too recently. If y'all hadn't seen, it probably ain't as public in the US, but I seen the TikTok like weeks before where they're like the comedic world was gonna be shook because people was finna start exposing comedians from like the 90s and the early 2000s for all the shit that they was doing to people with the drugging and rapes and all that kind of stuff. And then like I think he was finna be the main one that they started saying, and before it came out he tried to jump and say shit like before. I don't know what his thing was. He always looked weird and dirty to me, so I never really fucked with him like that. And then I knew he was trash when he broke up. He got a divorce from Katy Perry via text. So yeah. But back to the American tea. Like I was telling them, if she got like full blown video evidence or somebody was nice enough, because I'm pretty sure Diddy seems like the type of person to be paired enough to have cameras at his house. So I just feel like if there are recordings or audio video evidence, something like that out there, and people know that if he go to jail he gonna snitch and other people gonna go down, he gonna be out on his way out. And I don't feel bad for him, because if you took people's lives to keep your secrets, I'm not gonna feel bad about whatever happens to you. I just want to know how the kids gonna feel when all this shit start coming out. I want to know what the kids feel, because all his kids are grown except for the baby he just had, right? How old are the twins? I think he bombed the dude car while he was at his house, like in the yard. I don't know if he tried to kill him, but I feel like he was trying to send a message. I feel like he's untouchable. That's why he does certain things. He feels untouchable. Yeah, he just had a baby. Like he had a newborn this year. But I want to say the twins just turned like 17 or 18, right? Because I feel like I seen them in prom photos or something. So I want to say they're like high school age now, right? Hello. Yeah, he named her Love. That's why I think 50 Cent started calling him Brother Love or some shit like that. Because then he changed his name too when he changed the baby name. Then he say just call him Love or something like that. I don't know. He always doing some weird shit. Corey Feldman, I feel bad for the abuse he suffered as a child. But to keep the names of the people in Hollywood a secret till you get paid is wild as fuck. Because it's only going to make more victims. Like you waiting on a payday when if you exposed Like, he would make millions off the interviews alone if he actually exposed people. So why are you waiting on millions of dollars to come out with this project that's supposedly gonna name all these people in Hollywood? Half of these people that probably abuse him probably dead and gone now. Like, it won't matter if they dead and gone and they, you know what I'm saying, they done lived their lives happy, they spent all this money and kept abusing other people. And see, the gag is, though, now everybody finna start looking at Carisha. Like, what's her name? Young Miami? Carisha, whatever her name is. Everybody finna start looking at her like, so what he be doing to you? But see, it's some people that like orgies. It's some people that like rape fantasies. It's some people that like all that shit. So if she getting paid to do it and she like it, she Gucci. Everybody don't like that, though. So we'll see what happens. And I'll just be thinking it's crazy, though, because don't Carisha got kids? I didn't even know she had kids till, like, I seen, like, a blog post of her with, like, a little girl and something else. I think she got, like, kids, too. That other boy stood up for Michael Jackson when his parents wanted him to lie, but he just died, like, the other year, right? I can't even think of his damn name. He just passed away. Happy Friday, Diener. Not Macaulay, it's the other boy. Macaulay Culkin's still alive. It's whoever passed away. Macaulay Culkin might have been on his side too. But is it Aaron Carter? Is that his name? I wanna say his mama tried to get him to lie or whatever too, to like get a check. And he was saying no or whatever. I think it's him. Hey Meg. So I was just like, people tried to take advantage of Michael Jackson because I believe he was a kid at heart because he didn't get a chance to have a childhood. I don't ever believe he hurt a child. That's the one person that I don't ever think hurt a child. I just feel like he was so kid-like because he didn't get a chance to have a proper childhood. So I felt like he tried to live that out as an adult. And I feel like he tried to take kids that he probably thought were abused and try to give them like a little bit of their childhood back. I don't ever think he hurt a child though. Thoughts on what's going on with Keke Palmer? Outline says shocking, but sadly it's not. The only thing shocking is that she dealt with it so long because I thought it was like a recent event until I started seeing more and more stuff where this been going on even before she got pregnant. So I was just, I don't know. In a way, I'm surprised, but I'm not, I guess, because I feel like, a lot of women give people the benefit of the doubt when they shouldn't and feel like they're probably going to change or, it's just, oh, well, all the good times we had, maybe we'll get back to this or something like that. I don't know. So as much as I'm sorry that she went through with it, am I surprised? No. I'm a little surprised that it's been going on for a while though, because I think she even had like, remember when she tried to say stuff about Trey Songz and everybody tried to dog her out or whatever like that? Then all that shit started coming out about him for real. It's just a little shocking that it went on for so long. That's all. And I think the Usher stuff just ramped it up. Like it was going on before then. I think the Usher stuff just made it worse. I think the Usher thing was like her saying she don't give a fuck and she was trying to find a way to like detach herself from him. People keep bringing up the Usher thing because there's a conversation literally with her mom on the phone with him talking about the shit that happened with Usher. Like that made it worse. Like that escalated the situation. That's probably when shit started to get worse. Like you could literally hear the conversation of her mom trying to tell this dude, like she was like, Usher's gay. Like she was trying to say it like, Usher don't even want my daughter, so why you tripping? That's the kind of conversation they was having. Not like she was trying to dog Usher and say he really gay, but she was just basically trying to say anything to get him to chill out. Now, like I said, I'm just surprised it went on for so long, but I think it was a situation of where how it got out now, she probably didn't want that to happen. That's embarrassing. Nobody wants somebody to know that they're being abused by somebody they have a child with or that they're dating or whatever like that. And I feel like that's probably why it stayed hidden for so long. Nobody wants everybody in their business like that. Yeah, I'm famous, but it's only so much of me I want to let you see. Like that's embarrassing. Cause the first thing the media gonna do is rip you apart. Well, why you still stayed? Why you protecting him? You did this, you did that. The first thing people said when this girl came out with the allegations was that where's the proof? But this is why people don't come out with their stories. Look at how they did Meg. This girl say she got shot by this man and everybody was like free Tory. Nobody wants to fucking let you in if you just gonna criticize everything. I'm already having to deal with the shit. Then I gotta deal with your input on top of it. Like, that's a hard situation to go through. And so, the people who be leaking shit at the police station need their ass clapped. Because that was personal. So, for her to file a restraining order in the same fucking day or the same week the shit was out on social media, like, that shit is disgusting. That's so invasive. Like the pictures, him like dragging her up the stairs or knocking her over the couch or whatever. Why do y'all need to see that? If I come out and say, this is what happened to me, if you're supposed to be down for me, you my fan, you should believe that with no proof. Don't worry, I'm gonna get a proof to the police. But why I gotta get questioned like, where the proof? And it be dusty ass fucking women that say that shit. That's the shit that pissed me off. So when your boyfriend, husband, creature, whoever it is that decided to pick your ass, when they go upside your head, we don't want to fucking hear it. Cause that's fucking disgusting. We know there are victims out there that lie. But what reason did she have to? What was there to gain? That man literally got nothing. He came up off her. What did she have to gain by lying? And you still have hoes. Where's the proof? For what? What she got to gain from that? I don't give a fuck about Aquaman 2 unless Amber Heard getting clapped in the beginning of the movie. Then I'll watch it. If she dies in the first 5 minutes, I'll watch it. I loved FNAF though. I can't wait until the second one. We watched it on Patreon, so if anybody wants to watch FNAF, it's on Patreon. I tried to post it on YouTube, but it stayed up like a week, and then they blocked it. Jujutsu Kaisen on Patreon because they get blocked every other week too. Men going through a lot of stuff, but look at how they do Will Smith. So my whole thing is like I just said a minute ago, either at the beginning of the stream or my last stream, there's so many men out here with stories about Diddy, but are they gonna tell y'all shit? No. Because the first thing they worried about is if y'all gonna call them gay. Oh, you let another dude diddle your asshole, you let another dude do this, you done suck somebody's dick to get a song, all this kind of shit. Ain't nobody trying to fucking hear that. So they gonna be quiet. They gonna be quiet. As much as I don't agree with some of the shit that Terry Crews say, I don't know if y'all remember when he came out about being sexually assaulted or something like that by another man, and the first thing they did was gang up on him. Yo big ass should have knocked him out, or yo big ass let somebody do that to you, blah blah. Them people not finna say nothing. The women probably are gonna come forward if there's more women with stories, because half of the people that got stories are in the ground. But the people that are left, if they have stories, they're gonna come forward. But the men ain't gonna say nothing. And I know back in the day, motherfuckers was tuning it up to get shit, to get where they at. Because at the end of the day, when you do that, you join that club of, I got something on you, you got something on me, we ain't telling on each other, and that's how you rise up. I don't want to hear shit else about Jonathan Majors, because that man, they press charges on that lady and they will not prosecute. But they said they're trying to take him to court so they can kiss my ass. I always see 50 Cent posts. 50 Cent don't give a fuck. He been talking shit about him. We talking about Keke. We talking about Cassie and Diddy. We was talking about everything until Trey come. But again, I need sales today. So if anybody want to order stuff, I have a 15% off code. It's PREBLK. PREBLK. If anybody want to order some stuff before Black Friday. Thank you. But we was also talking about Kim Porter, like how all the people who came up with Diddy when he first came in are all dead except him and Al B. Sure, and then Al B. Sure damn near died. He just now even somewhat recovering from his coma. I be wanting to know the hit men behind all the celebrity deaths, cause ain't nobody getting their hands dirty themselves. I want to know who the one who going to inject everybody with the so-called suicide drugs and overdose drugs and all that. What Faith Evans got to do with P. Diddy though? She made songs with him, but what they got to do with it? Mary J. Blige still alive too. They was making songs with him, but they weren't like when he first came in the game, it was him, Al B. Sure, Heavy D, and that other man named Andre, I think. They all came like in that shit together. Kim got put into it because I think she was Heavy D's assistant or Andre's assistant. She was one of their assistants. Just because they made songs together for Biggie, they weren't fucking with each other really before then. Like, yeah, that's just like saying Lil' Kim's still alive. That don't mean she fuck with him though. Like, it was people before them. Like, it was people before them. I'm talking about before all that shit. Yeah, before. And all them people are now, they not here. And they were writing books before they died. Please, Omega. The way they actually had to question him about that for real in court though. Did you see that? Because so many people believed it that he actually had to come to court, I think, when they were doing his trial and say something or something like that, I think. But he seemed like, Drake seems like he has the type of complex to where he would put a hit out on somebody just to feel like his dick is bigger than it is. Like, that's the kind of vibes he gives me, allegedly. Them the kind of vibes I get from him. But who knows? I don't trust none of these hoes out here in these streets. He ain't gotta have proof. He just stated what everybody else online was saying. They stated it online to the fact where the man had to literally get questioned by the police about it.
What's going on here?
We in here being mean. I mean, he's sketchy too though. When you out here texting underage children for what? I don't fuck with him like that either. So what, 90 star is still legit? What do you mean by legit though? We was talking about Diddy and Cassie, and then we was talking about Keke's situation. How all the people who be close to Diddy dead now or injured as they were writing books. All of that, and how Kim Porter's corner, what is it, the report for her autopsy or whatever was fucked up. The dude that did the autopsy ain't here no more, he dead, like all that kind of shit. I'm pretty sure there's plenty of people from the 90s that don't have like a fucked up past, but they don't mean they as famous as they used to be.
What's going on, y'all? How y'all doing? How was y'all week, man?
But I was talking to them earlier about the fact that, like, I remember watching Making the Band, and like what that was, he made them walk like 5 miles to get that cheesecake. I was like, bro, Dave Chappelle did that skit on that shit. But I was like, imagine if he was doing it on camera, getting off on that shit, just like, well, I'm gonna see what, cause what this got to do with me singing, fam? Like, really look back at that shit. What this got to do with me singing?
It's about the heart, about you wanting to do anything to get this money.
Exactly. That's what he wanted to see, if you was willing to do anything to get them songs. How he had people bent over and sucking dick for songs that ain't go nowhere. So that's what he was trying to see. So imagine what he do off camera. That was my whole thing.
The band.
That was my whole thing.
We
Walking all the way.
Remix.
How far is that? Walking to Brooklyn for cheesecake is crazy.
You gotta cross that bridge. I know that shit. Like, I remember them crossing.
So I'm like, if you did that on TV, mind you, they cut whatever they don't need out of the show. So ain't no telling what we didn't see from behind the scenes. Imagine what you're doing off camera. So I believe everything she said. Everything. Ain't nobody cutting Bill Cosby no slack. The fuck? It's like, what kind of comment is that? That man really was doing that shit. Some of them people snitch because they ain't get as famous as they wanted, and some of them might have been into it, but he really was doing that to some of them folks.
I'm not doing extra shit as an intern. Yeah, bro, they be abusing.
I forgot but I forgot he did a show with the assistants too. Remember? Because when funds worked on that one, like he did a show when he was trying to find an assistant too. He was holding them people too. So I know all them people got stories. That's why I was like, the girls from Danny Decane, as soon as Cassie made her statement, I support Cassie. Like, they knew, because he was doing Making the Band when they was dating. Like, some of them was dealing with him when he was dating.
Yeah, like, one of the seasons she was on there, and she was like, they was like, he made her pretend like she was cold. She was on the episode. I remember that. And I was like,
because the girl Aubrey, the white one, the one that she always been saying shit about him. As soon as Cassie said something, she's like, nobody wanted to believe me. She was like, I told y'all. Like, so I was like, bro. And the black girl, D Woods from the group, she ain't posted on social media in years and got on social media just to be like, I support Cassie. I'm like, ain't no way. Y'all not finna tell me this man ain't do that. And then, like I said, you got Brandon dried up ass trying to drop comedy. You're not funny.
who?
You weren't funny until you barely was funny in Tropic Thunder. That man, Brandon, what his name is? The one that was doing the booty sweat in Tropic Thunder.
Brandon T. Jackson.
Yes. Where your career at, fam? I hate when people don't have shit going on and then you want to try to jump on somebody's coattails so somebody will realize who you are. That shit was not funny. Stop. He tried to come for Cassie like, oh, I'm being abused, but I stayed for 10 years. Like, he tried to make that shit like it was a joke. If you make a joke and got to get online and explain it to everybody, it wasn't funny. And he had to do that because he got fucking clapped up. He caught himself trying to make a little skit or something like about the Diddy Cassie situation because she stayed with him for 10 years. That's not funny. Where was she gonna go? If you dating somebody, first of all, I didn't even know he started dating her when she was 19. I didn't even know she was that young.
She never looked that young.
If you start dating somebody that literally kills people when they open their mouth for a living, you don't know that in the public eye, but I know that because I'm seeing the shit in the backhand. What I'm finna do? I'm gonna sit right here, get my $250,000 to $500K a month for being quiet until my NDA run out, and I find a safe way to leave. Then I'll tell my story.
Top 5 rappers of all time: Dylan, and Dylan.
He put on a dress and disappeared.
Yeah, he
Most
did.
people put on a dress and get famous, get more famous. So he must have did something wrong. Child.
Y'all, if I was in a few movies and then all of a sudden Trey just back on YouTube, they wanted me to put on a dress, bro. I'm good. I'm good, cuz. What's Trey? I mean, you gotta be secure. Nah.
Well, she could have left because her NDA ran out.
secure.
Like, I don't know. Like, to me, as a person like Diddy, it would be smarter to keep the people that know all my secrets closer to me. But at the end of the day, when you feel like you untouchable and people start dying and disappearing, it don't fucking matter. Like, some people literally hold themselves because they feel like they untouchable.
Y'all got it, man. I'll come back to YouTube, you know what I'm saying? Get a couple thousand subscribers or something.
Huh? What you talking about?
I ain't putting on no dress, bro.
I
ain't doing a lot of stuff that they want you to do. Like, that ain't just my limit.
But that's what I was trying to tell them.
It's a list of shit that Trey ain't doing.
Like I was telling them, it's so many men that probably have stories about Diddy, but they will not tell y'all nothing because y'all trash. Because the first thing y'all gonna do, instead of trying to accommodate them as the victim, is be like, oh, so you gay, or you like sucking dick, or you got bent over by Diddy. Like, that's the first thing the internet gonna say. I wouldn't tell y'all motherfuckers nothing either.
Like y'all think, okay, let me put this into perspective for you. Y'all think the shit that's going on with Will is bad? Wait till some of y'all favorites get called out. Boy.
Some people gonna leave this world never getting called out.
Boy, I'm talking about, y'all think what's going on with Will is bad.
I know artists that had to give up
people
some shit,
talk
but
saying
I'ma stay
this,
silent.
saying this.
Motherfuckers be giving up ass for a song and the song don't do nothing. You getting $2 in royalties. That's what you getting. Like,
I'm talking about grown men getting trains ran on them.
because the thing is, if I do this to you, and this and this person involved, and I got the evidence, you can't never say nothing about me because I'm gonna release it. Like, that's the kind of shit they be on. That's why I said in my last video that y'all weren't here for, in my last live, all them old artists be hating on them new artists because they ain't got to do all that to get their bag. New artists, if the people like you, you get on TikTok, you know how to work social media, you good to go. Mm-hmm. Motherfuckers that had to do suck hard dick and do whatever the move was back in the day, they hate that shit. Cause it's like, it's a reminder of if I would have just waited, maybe. Or, you know what I'm saying? It's like, and it's some victims that probably had so much traumatic shit happen to them, they probably don't even know they in the room with their abuser. You know, people have repressed memories, right? Like, y'all know that's a thing. Like, you could get fucked up so bad that you block that shit out your mind.
Still in my beats and still not getting a deal after eating booty. You're dumb.
Somebody stole your beats and ate booty and still ain't get a deal. That's what you saying?
That's crazy.
My whole thing is, I don't care what Will Smith do because he's an adult. If he ain't out here messing with kids and then he ain't out here taking it from somebody.
Do you see this motherfucker say yep?
I see him.
That's wild.
Like, my whole thing is, I'm surprised Will.
Man, you gotta send me that message. I gotta know who.
I'm surprised Will ain't did this on live TV. So y'all can see. Because why do y'all keep dragging this man? This man ain't literally did nothing but be America's sweetheart. The male form of America's sweetheart, and y'all be dogging him every day.
I gotta know this motherfucker.
Even Jada was mad when the shit came out about him and the one. She's like, "Oh, we suing." And like she was quick. She's like, "We're suing." She's like, "We're gonna press charges."
What?
When the interview with the assistant, oh yeah, she clapped back real quick. He ain't have to say nothing.
Hold on. What? Stop. Rewind.
They finna sue them.
Miss.
Hold on.
Miss. I had an entanglement.
Because whatever happened with Will and Jada, they know what's going on in their house. That's the thing people don't understand.
I get that.
But that shit there, she said, "Oh, we're pressing charges." Let me see, can I find it? Oh, whoever ordered, thank you. Hold on, look just a minute. Let me
Wait, Jada wasn't standing for... Oh, I can imagine.
Because the whole gag was when she said that she was pressing charges, they was like, "Oh, you can talk shit about him, but can't nobody else
talk about my man." I can say whatever I want.
And let me tell you why I'm mad at Cardi. Because Cardi was already suing Tasha K for being messy, and then she got her to feel bad. Because Cardi was like, "I'm going to sue you so bad, your children won't even be able to go to college." Then the judge awarded her the lawsuit, and you felt bad and took it back. And then as soon as you took it back, here she go with this shit with this man about Will Smith. And she came and posted a video. She was like, see, she was like, people always gonna show their true colors. You should have never slacked up on her anyway. I would have sued the fucking pants off her.
That's crazy.
You wouldn't even think she was married to who she was married to because of how she moved over there. That's why I was like, when I was gossiping earlier, I'll be saying allegedly. I ain't Tasha K. Don't ever get me confused with her.
That's crazy.
Let me see, can I find this post about Jada?
She, like, we gonna talk shit in this household, but ain't nobody, you ain't finna come from the outside and disrespect the household. That's crazy. And you know what's funny to me? Trey just be sitting over there just and eating. Trey just be sitting chilling. That is the most. We gotta check on Trey Smith. That's the one we want to check on.
Trey be minding his business. That boy old enough to know how that shit works.
We know Trey like 31. I mean, we know, but we gotta check on him, his mental health. We gotta make sure his brother.
Jada Pinkett Smith addresses rumors Will Smith had sex with Dwayne Martin. Reveals plans to sue, and that's on TMZ. We suing. That's her. She's totally wrong. We suing. Cause y'all gonna drive that man to kill himself because why is he always in y'all mouth? They don't even talk about Will Smith movies no more. What's the last movie y'all know this man came out in? Y'all don't even know because they always talking about something else.
Were you asking me or them?
No, I'm not asking you.
Oh, okay.
The fuck? Like, she said we suing. Like, she looked at the camera and said we suing. I don't blame them. R. Kelly suing Tasha K? We all know R. Kelly need to be right where he at. Ain't nobody worried about him. Not Playboy Cardi. Cardi B.
Wow. Y'all read the Stephen King tweet about the Marvels. He said, "I don't watch MCU movies. It's not for me. But I think it's pathetic that there's folks celebrating the movies bombing."
The Marvels bombing, yeah. I seen them say that. Yeah. Cause I mean, but my whole thing is, if you know it ain't for you, just shut the fuck up and don't watch it. Like, I don't understand when it became a norm to give your opinion just for nothing. It's not an opinion if you didn't watch it. Now Jada said he make love like a woman. Maybe, I mean, somebody likes that. That's just like I seen some fucking hag plastic surgeon ass bitch try to talk shit about Michael B. Jordan, but I'm like, maybe he just went into you. Did you ever think about that? Some bitch gonna try to come on some reality show. She like on one of them Real Housewives shows or something like that. I don't even know the whole name, but I just seen her try to tell like another group of women that Michael B. Jordan not good in bed. I'm like, did you ever stop to think that maybe he wasn't interested in you? And that's why he wasn't good in bed? Maybe it was you. Maybe you're the problem. Like, if a man not into having sex with you, maybe it's you. Like, have you ever thought about that? Like, maybe you weren't as bad as you thought you was. Maybe the plastic surgery was thinking. Okay, I'm tired of it. Like, when did this become the norm? This man don't bother nobody. That's the shit that be making me mad. Y'all be bothering the hoes that don't bother nobody. But the hoes that be out here trafficking children through their backyard, y'all don't say nothing about.
That's crazy.
But you suing me because I gotta hold the telephone conversations. Why you not suing the person that gave them to me? Because they the one who gave them to me. Like, I don't understand that. That's just like suing TMZ for all the news they find out. Somebody gave them that. Like, I mean, we know we're doing another Bad Boys movie, but that's not the point. My point is, that's all you hear about now is like who's sleeping with who, all this kind of shit. Why is that important? Y'all not gonna ever sleep with none of them. So why is it important that you know this shit? Like, I just get sick of that. Like, ugh. Like, when did that become the norm? You sleeping with somebody and then you gotta tell everything that happened. Maybe you're the problem, ho. Oh, he couldn't bust so you can get pregnant and get a child support check, so now he bad in bed. Like, maybe it's you.
That's crazy, bro.
You a goddamn lie. We hear about Leonardo DiCaprio all the time. You don't. We do. Cause everybody he date be under a certain age, and when they get to a certain age, he don't fuck with them no more. So we hear about him all the time. But because he's a rich white man that's acting like he trying to save the planet, don't nobody bring his name up. And next, who else you want to know about?
I wonder did the charges come in?
What charges?
Not charges, phone cases.
Probably not. Ain't nothing else been dropped off today. He dating someone 25 now. I don't even know how old Leo is no more, but I'm like, that man don't ever date nobody that's over like 30.
No, it's like once they turn 26, 25 is the highest they
That's
can be.
even worse.
Like once they turn.
Like, why do you need children? Because you father time. What you need children for?
They're not children. They're adults. They're adults.
Some of them that's dating him, they gonna act like children. Your age don't mean.
But
Every young person he dating ain't got no maturity level of somebody that's older. So
I get that.
he almost 50. And you dating people that probably would be younger than your daughter if you had one, or around your daughter's age. And it ain't even like one. You know what I'm saying? It'll be different. You know, sometimes you might get attracted to somebody. It's going to be somebody out there that's young that got an old person soul that might be more mature on your level, whatever. But everybody? Everybody?
Yeah, Chris Evans married.
I don't think he got no kids. George Clooney was another one that used to date a lot of young ones all the time too, but I don't think nobody say nothing because I think he married to that last lady that he got with, but I'm not sure. But see, a lot of them used to that yacht lifestyle where you got money, you on a boat with other men that got money, and then the girls on the boat are like 16, 17, 18 years old, being presented to you as like models or whatever they being presented as. So that's what they get a flavor for, and that's what they do. But that's the shit that you're not gonna hear about. Jamani, Zari, and Anna, thank you for the orders. I'm gonna grab y'all stuff in a hot second. I need to get y'all some free stuff to go with y'all orders. Oh wait, did I get another one? Jaden, thank you for your order too.
I guess. I don't know about
The first two orders y'all spent over 20, so make sure y'all get something free with y'all order.
I don't know about Justin Timberlake having the baddest wife. I don't know about
Excuse
that.
me?
I don't know about that.
Who said that? That's how you feel, Pat? I see what you into.
I guess. I mean,
She alright, but she ain't bad by a long shot. So I know your type. The only thing I remember Jessica Biel from was she in Seventh Heaven?
mm-hmm.
In that badass Blade movie. I feel like that's it.
I can't remember anything I purposely said, hey man, Jessica Biel is in this movie.
And the only reason I even still remember Seventh Heaven is because the daddy got caught up in some shit after the fact. Like, in the last decade or so. That's the only reason I even remember that. Justin didn't even want Jessica. He wanted Cameron. I mean, he got who he got. I don't know why people settle. Just be single.
I think Spider-Man gonna get hold for Game of the Year, if I'm being honest. I think Spider-Man gonna get hold. Not even fucking lying.
I think if it'll get hold, it's because that's a particular game type. When some of the other categories are like all over, like anybody can play them. Like Spider-Man has a good story, but everybody don't play them type of games.
RPGs?
I mean, it's an RPG, but it's particular to Spider-Man though. It's not like, I just feel like if you're not into Marvel or Spider-Man, you're not just gonna pick that up and play it.
But that could be said about anything else. That's like
Baldur's Gate probably gonna win just because of all the fucking adult shit that's in it.
Like that could be said about like, Alan Wake or whatever it's fucking called. Or that other game you just said. It's hard to believe for me. How the fuck did Mario Wonder get on that bitch?
Mario on there for Game of the Year?
Yes.
No, that I don't know.
I don't know how.
I don't even know what the story is for that. I just know it's Mario. I don't know how they got on there.
I know.
Is Zelda on there?
Yes, Zelda's on there.
I can see Zelda being on there, but Mario.
Zelda, but Mario.
I don't understand.
It's not like it was Mario Odyssey 2. This is Mario Wonder. It's a different story, yes, but
I can get Resident Evil 4 remake being on there because Resident Evil 4.
That don't make no sense. That's a remake. We've already seen that story years ago.
But they weren't doing Game Awards and shit then though, and then I think they changed. Resident Evil, they was doing Game Awards all them years ago.
I just feel like this is horse shit for the Resident Evil. No, bro, this is for.
So it can't count because it's a remake.
Yeah, no, that means you can bring back.
Who decides this anyway?
That means you can bring back Spider-Man remastered. It makes no sense. Or when Spider-Man 2 remastered comes out, oh yeah, this can win Game of the Year because it did in 2023. What?
Whoever.
No.
It already. Whoever should have won last year already didn't win, so I didn't have hopes for this year. Cause what's the name of the game? God of War should have won last year and didn't. I don't even play God of War, but I know that story had me hooked, and I was watching everybody gameplay. So that alone, what was that one? Elden Ring.
Yeah.
I couldn't even keep my attention, bro. Like, besides people just being, Liza P should have been on there. I heard everybody saying that game was good, but it's not on there. Liza P should have been on there before Mario. I don't know what the fuck they was thinking with that. I don't know who make these choices. I don't know when the beard oil will restock because y'all don't really be down for me like that. So I don't like making stuff that's gonna sit and collect dust. Maybe one day. I got a lot of stuff to stock between now and Black Friday though, so we'll see what happens. Ghost of Tsushima got hold by The Last of Us 2. I feel like
regardless,
The Last of Us 2
remaster, remake, it shouldn't have been there.
Thank you, Zach, for the order.
Still shouldn't have been there. It makes no sense. Why are we doing this? Why do we no. I'm just waiting on the fucking I'm just waiting on the DLC for Spider-Man. That's all I'm waiting on. You mean GTA 6 gonna be woke? Duh. That's the whole thing. Nothing.
Child, I feel like GTA 6 gonna keep true to themselves because people still play the other GTAs just fine. I don't feel like they gonna change nothing.
The only thing they change.
That's what makes the game. All that fuck shit.
You still like if it don't have that, it's gonna have that same racist bullshit in it that it always has. It's gonna have like the only thing that's gonna have is the female gonna be the lead character. That's the only difference.
I feel like they're gonna be more inclusive. Like if they got strip clubs, I feel like they'll have male and female strip clubs, or they'll do like the them day thing. I feel like it'll be more inclusive, but I don't feel like they taking nothing away.
Fortnite is winning best ongoing game. Yeah. I don't know. If GTA in that, I mean GTA could win that. If GTA is in that, GTA could win that. Because that game's been going since 2013. It's 10 years in. 10 years, 2 months actually. But you know, if we go, it wasn't in there. See what I'm saying? Bullshit. Because that is an ongoing game if I've ever seen one. If we're speaking longevity, GTA 5, I've never seen anything like it, bro. In all my years, GTA 5 is like, that's just wild. I don't care, man. Like, you can't have anything anymore, bro. Everybody want to complain, oh, well, this is too woke, or this is too this. And, okay, bro. We've been talking about GTA 6 for what? Like 5 years? Like, bro, it's been 10 years and nothing. Okay, between GTA 4 and GTA 5, how many years was it? And I know we got Red Dead Redemption after GTA 5 for those Red Dead fans. So Rockstar been working, but it was 5 years. It's not a bad. But I feel like, honestly, I'm gonna be honest about GTA 6. I don't think it's gonna have the life that GTA 5 did.
I just don't. The only reason I feel like GTA 5 still got life is because they still update it actively.
I know, but I don't feel like GTA 6 is gonna have the lifespan it did because of where people are in their life. We're in this phase where, oh, they doing this, I'm not with this, I don't want to play this, and they're gonna go back to 5. That's what I feel like they're going to do. People are going to be fed up with 6, and they're going to go back to 5. Like, I remember, okay, this is what happened. Mortal Kombat 9 had a long lifespan. It had like a lifespan of like 4 years for the game. 4 or 5 years, because people went to Injustice when it came out in 2013. And Injustice was a game where people were just spamming. That's all you need to do. Get with Superman, get Aquaman, and you pretty much, or Deathstroke, and you spam. People are like, this is not fun. Like, we're not fighting. We're just shooting some fucking beams at each other, and like, this is not a fighting game. This is trash. And went back to Mortal Kombat. And then when Mortal Kombat X came out in 2015, that's what they gravitated towards. And I was like, okay, cool. I still feel like to date, Mortal Kombat 9 is the best MK. I feel like it still had the best of everything. The only thing it didn't have was running. I feel like the only thing it needed was running, and it would have been the perfect MK. But it's still the best. It would have just made it. If it was an 8, this would have made it a 9.5 if it had running. And that's all they should have did with MKX. They shouldn't have gave us 3 and 4 different variations. And that's the thing about Mortal Kombat 2, bro. They hold certain characters and make other characters OP as fuck, where you be like, yo, what the fuck? Like, this character can hit me with a 79% combo, and this character barely does 25% damage. I'm like, Reptile Man,
Thank
you still get washed.
you. Jamani, thank you for your order.
Like, okay, my problem with MK1, right now, it's like, you got 2 versions of Kung Lao. And like they always hold my boy. Like, it's always hard now. Like, since MK9, it's like, no, well, MKX, but MK9 in particular, you never want to give him a high-low mix-up. It's always mid. He have an overhead, and he doesn't, like, for the most part, all you have to do is block high. What the fuck? Man, it's whatever. I'm not a Tekken player. Yeah, it's like they never want to make Kung Lao the chosen one. They always want Kung Lao to be the arrogant character. Trey, it's funny when you say horse shit. No, I do say that shit a lot.
That's horse shit. Thank you. If somebody else just ordered, I gotta refresh because maybe I did.
I get it. I mean, I'm not mad at Tekken. I mean, if you feel like it's the greatest fighting game ever, I mean, visually it is appealing. It's stunning. I mean, greatest 3D fighting game ever, because it's probably the only one. I mean, I appreciate Tekken sticking with the 3D fighting style. I do, because it's unique to Tekken. Like, you know Tekken when you see Tekken. Like, so I feel like, honestly, even though I'm an MK fan, I still feel like Street Fighter is the greatest fighting game. But if Street Fighter didn't exist, I probably would say Tekken, even though I'm not a Tekken fan. I mean, I know some characters from Tekken, but I would have to say Tekken after Street Fighter for sure. And that's me being a Mortal Kombat fan. Mortal Kombat still feels sometimes, and this is particularly on MK1 and definitely MK11, while their story modes have gotten better, especially since 9, their story mode, the in-depth of their story mode wise, I feel like it's MK without a doubt. But if we're just talking fighting game component, Street Fighter, then Tekken. MK's character movement is still sluggish. It's still stiff. In this day and age, your characters need to feel loose. It feels like when I move on MK1, it's like I'm tight with my movements. Like I'm having a tough time executing my movements. Like, In 9, I felt more loose. I'm like, I pressed my buttons, boom, I'm there. I was loose. MKX, I was more fluid. I'm like, okay. And then in MK11, they got tight with the move. I was like, what the fuck is this? MK2? Like, what the fuck? Why are we so tight with this? Why the movement so tight? And now in MK1, I'm like, I'm having to adjust even more. But I'm like, maybe it's me. Maybe because I haven't played an MK since MKX hardcore. No. I don't watch Monkey D. Luffy and Friends. I don't know. I don't have time for them to try to find this one piece of whatever it is. Maybe one day when they got 10,000 episodes. Gotta be. You know, that'll. Yo, let's talk about it. Did y'all watch RDC Back and Forth? Did anybody watch they Back and Forth talking about anime? What's up?
I was trying to see if this got moved.
I thought you moved it.
Unless I hit some. Jorge, thank you for your order.
So, I got a question. Do y'all agree with Dylan or do y'all agree with John? I ain't talking about the Hashira thing, the Titan and the Hashira thing. I'm talking about with Attack on Titan and Dragon Ball.
While you waiting on this, you see a little bag of popcorn in that bucket.
Dylan. John was being biased. Okay. You agree with Dylan? Okay. Watch out finna change y'all mind. Watch out finna change y'all mind. This is why I couldn't be in RDC. I could shut Dylan down. So Dylan's argument is that it's nostalgia. So when did Dylan grow up? Dylan was born in what, the 90s or like he was probably born like, let's say Dylan was born like 95, because he was. All right, I'm thinking back to a video. He graduated like in 2013. Cause he was like, yeah, so he graduated like 2013. So you grew up in an era where basically like, so you, let's say Dylan like probably a Naruto fan, One Piece. So he's saying Attack on Titan, or Dragon Ball wouldn't make it now because of story. Right? I want y'all to think about this. That means by that logic, Dragon Ball wouldn't make it now. But by that logic, Attack on Titan wouldn't make it in the 80s. Here's why. You wouldn't have the animators that you have now. You wouldn't have the technology for the animation that you have now. Visually, it wouldn't look the same. But Dragon Ball stands the test of time visually. Attack on Titan wouldn't make it. You would have to get a Hunter x Hunter remake of Attack on Titan. I'm not saying I'm not finished. But it wouldn't look at. Human beings are visual creatures. Human beings, especially when it comes to animation, are visual creatures. You're not gonna sit here and tell me, for the most part, visually, it wouldn't be appealing. Now, yes, you did read the manga. I saw the manga after what was that, last week? I was like, I thought I found the wrong shit, y'all. I thought I found the wrong shit. I thought I just saw this like little kid drawing this shit. I was like, oh, okay, maybe there's some fan shit. I didn't know That's what those characters look like. I was shocked as fuck. I was like, yo, what the fuck is this? I said, oh man, okay, there's some fan shit, like, you know what I'm saying? Cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm looking, I'm trying to look and see what it looked like. I'm finna read the manga. I looked at this shit, I'm like, there's no fucking way this is the same shit. They don't even look like the same fucking thing. But you, story-wise, I guarantee you it's something from the 80s that has the story that has at least an 8 or 9 story like Attack on Titan that you don't know. You don't know because of when it came out. Animation carries a lot of things. And without that, a lot of y'all wouldn't even watch it, especially from back then. It would get lost in the sauce, just like a lot of things. While the story is amazing, back then in the 80s and 90s, stories was not driving people's mind. It was the action of big explosions, big fights, big action set pieces. While Attack on Titan has that, it wasn't on the level of Dragon Ball. It just wasn't. It just wasn't that. And a lot of people wouldn't have watched. People will say that now because you've seen it. I'm thinking about that time. And that time in the 80s. In the 80s and 90s, you had big action heroes like Stallone, Schwarzenegger, you know what I'm saying? Jean-Claude Van Damme, all those big muscly, you know what I'm saying? Boom, big explode. You needed that. It was the manly man thing. People standing like Levi. And no, people wouldn't be into that. It's only now that you're into that you say, oh, well, yeah, Dragon Ball wouldn't make it. Dragon Ball got Dragon Ball Z Kai. Oh, the only thing that would change is they would take out the filler. There would be no Garlic Jr. There would be... And here's another argument that's stupid as fuck. There's not one transformation that lasts 10 episodes. Can we stop saying that in the anime community? There's not one transformation that lasts 10 episodes. Not one. There's not one that lasts 3 episodes. So can we stop with that? The longest transformation in Dragon Ball Z is Super Saiyan 3. That is the longest transformation. That is the longest transformation in the show. Cell had a long transformation, but that's villain transformation. We're more talking about Super Saiyan. Super Saiyan was like maybe 4 minutes, if that long. Super Saiyan 2 was at the end of the episode. Then we did it the beginning of the next episode. We saw the fullness of the transformation. It just wasn't a quick boom explosion. Super Saiyan 3, we saw Goku go through the transformation trying to save time. Now, that was the big thing. But yeah, like people always say, nah, that wouldn't make it now because it's transformation taken. That's stupid. Stop doing that. That's not the case. And that's not even a fact. You're just over exaggerating to prove a point. But your point is void because that's not a fact. The fact is Dragon Ball stands the test of time. 80s, 90s, 2000. People want to say nostalgia. Here's what nostalgia means. Means something you grew up with. So if you are a Naruto fan and that's your first anime and you say it's the greatest, well, you're biased because you're basing that off nostalgia. Pretty much anybody that has their first anime and say this is the best, i.e. if you're a One Piece fan, you can't say that because you're biased because that's your first and that's big. You're biased.
Thank you, Jamal, for your...
That's what bias is. I have a bias towards Dragon Ball, but I also can pull my bias aside and say, well, Goku doesn't beat Saitama because, you know, Saitama is Saitama because he has parity rules. Goku loses 10 out of 10 times. But if I can also say in that same regard, hey, let me take Golden Frieza, somebody who doesn't care about killing everybody, and he's just going to blow up the world and Saitama can't breathe in space and he's dead. See how that works? Well, you know what I'm saying? Well, you can't say that because, you know what I'm saying, he'll have to come to Earth and fight. No, he doesn't. We've seen Frieza blow up whole races of people with just a finger. But you go to Goku because Goku's not that guy. He's gonna run the run the ones.
Jorge, this your mystery order.
Frieza's not that guy, and you can't say Frieza's not on the same level of Goku. Golden Frieza, Super Saiyan Blue, they were on the same power level. So pretty much Goku had the edge, but Frieza's just as strong. So don't spoil nothing in the manga. But my point is,
I wouldn't know they was talking about if they did.
You would be pissed. Trust me.
I'm just saying I wouldn't know who they was talking about. If it got to do with characters I don't know.
I just said the character name. But my point is, Dragon Ball stands the test of time. Attack on Titan might not fare so well because of when it came out. Sometimes things are better to come out like they did now. Like, I wouldn't feel like I would appreciate Attack on Titan back then.
That's just like the new generation now. I don't feel like they can watch and appreciate Hunter like we did when we watched it because it take a while to build up. Most people don't like
yeah, and like y'all, the attention span now, and like that's the thing, that's the bias. The attention span now is so short. If I don't give you something to like Attack on Titan first episode, bro, if I wouldn't have saw that, I would last because I grew up in an era where patience is a virtue and like I gotta be patient and watch this to see how this play out. Now if I don't give you something in the first 5 minutes, oh, this is trash, this is mid. You ain't even let the author warm up yet. The ink ain't even dried on the animation yet. Calm down. Like, so I do feel like the bias of Dragon Ball is not a point. Because anybody that watches One Piece or grew up watching it, whatever you grew up watching with, see, yeah, you hit that.
That's fine.
That gives you you can't use that argument. Because if you started with Naruto, because after Dragon Ball went off, I went to Naruto. I love Naruto. I love Itachi. That's my guy.
I love No Filler.
Now I feel like that would be a better Naruto to me. Get rid of all that bullshit. So I don't feel like Dylan had a valid point with nostalgia. I feel like Dragon Ball being what it is and the impact it had. Because honestly, I want y'all to put this into perspective too. If Dragon Ball came out now, a lot of your favorite anime wouldn't even exist. And this is a fact. And you're thinking, no, that's not true. Yes, it is. Ask your favorite mangaka who they were inspired by. Inspired means I would have went, and these people have said in interviews, oh, I would have been doing this. If I would have never saw Dragon Ball Z, they wouldn't have done anything dealing with manga. So everything has its place in the universe for a reason. There was no Naruto, there's no One Piece, there's no Bleach. That, like, bro, I'm not bullshit. These people have said this. That's why I be like, my favorite mangaka is not your favorite mangaka. Like, and that's not even me trying to be mean. I'm trying to show you that everything has a place. And this includes Attack on Titan. Like, Dragon Ball is the anime that laid the foundation. Yes, they had anime before that, like Astro Boy and all that other crazy. Dororo even came out like years. Like, bro, this is the thing. Dragon Ball laid the foundation in the West so motherfuckers can fucking fly. And I mean soar. When have you ever heard me say soar? Come on, bro. Wow, I get it. It's not the best story. I fucking understand that. But this is the thing. My problem with people disrespecting Dragon Ball is saying Dragon Ball Goku has no character development. That's my biggest complaint. Don't sit here and tell me Goku doesn't have character development if you have not watched Dragon Ball. Not Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball. If you have not watched 153 episodes of Dragon Ball, don't talk to me about Goku has no character development. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. I hate when I see on TikTok people talking about Goku has no character development. Now I understand people have a problem with Super. I get it. Toriyama is going back to what he loves. He's in his nostalgia mode. That's why in Super, Goku is more kid-like. He's in his nostalgia mode, but that's him. He's older. He's looking back to what made people happy with Dragon Ball. But that's in the West that people have a problem. Here in America and our side of the world. Over there, they love it. And y'all gotta understand, he doesn't care what we think. He cares about what the Japanese culture thinks about his anime. That's like, so when people be like, oh, I don't like it. Oh, they doing this. And the new Dragon Ball that's coming out. Bro, I don't care. I haven't watched a Dragon Ball anime in years. But to say Goku has no character development, answer me this. Did you see when the first time Krillin died? Were you there? Because I remember what Kid Goku was thinking.
Not were you there? That's so funny.
Were you there when Ader told Goku to be better? You've already beat him. Don't kill him. You don't have to kill. Goku was on his, if I don't kill him, he's gonna come back.
That's me.
That's where Kid Goku was with it. I need to take him out the game. That was Kid Goku. I need to take him out the game.
That's me, because I ain't got time for the villains.
Kid Goku was not on that bullshit. Kid Goku was I'm finna wipe you out. Kid Goku learned from an android not to kill. Not from his friends. Ada became a friend, yes, but a robot. He learned life is more important than death. Be better. Don't kill your enemies. Change them. Be better. From an android.
I appreciate y'all went from no sales to 7. I appreciate that.
And I'm gonna show y'all something about Goku never wants to kill. And even in Z, the 2 kills that Goku had, Yakan, bullshit. Like, that was a kill, but that wasn't. I want you to go watch Frieza versus Goku. At the end. This is how you know I'm a Dragon Ball fan. And I just don't do shit for the hype. I pay attention to the small details. People don't pay attention to the small details. Watch Goku versus Frieza. Goku yells in the dub, "You fool!" and thinks he killed Frieza. Watch his hand shake. Goku was unsettled by the fact that he killed. He was unsettled because he took a life. Goku, he was shaking. He was shaking. And he had to squeeze his hand and move on, and find his resolve, and get the fuck out of there. Frieza was a bad guy, but even still, Goku was like, even though he killed Krillin.
The king of space races.
And people always try to throw this argument at Dragon Ball. Well, it's Dragon Ball, you gonna come back anyway. Okay. Think about this. Me and Tasha Saiyans, right? We Saiyans, right? We got Dragon Balls. We know about the Dragon Balls on Earth. Do you really think my first thought after somebody done put their hand through her chest and her heart is beating right there and they crush it, I'm thinking about Dragon Balls? In that moment, I'm my first thought, oh, we got the Dragon Balls. It's cool. You just put your hand through my girl heart. Like, it's cool. That's what I'm thinking. No, bitch. I'm not thinking about no fucking Dragon Balls. And if your first thought is thinking about Dragon Balls, no. That's not my first thought. I have to calm down. Like, bro, even me, who's a logical person, I see that. Oh, she good. We got Dragon Balls. What? No.
Well, you have to find the Dragon Balls too. It ain't like they just there. Like you literally.
Well, we got a way to find the Dragon Balls, of course, because we know Bulma.
But if you don't know Bulma, but I'm just saying, if you don't know Bulma, you hold. Like,
but I'm saying we know Bulma. But I'm just saying, like, your first thought is not Dragon Balls. You're caught off guard because you thought you just took this motherfucker out and. Psh. No. Yeah, like, that's what people don't understand. That's what you think is the audience. Oh yeah, man, they got the Dragon Ball. It's good. No, bitch, I'm in the moment. I would be hurt. I would be so hurt if your logic just took over. Like, I ain't gotta do nothing. I'm gonna get these Dragon Balls. You might not make it out of here to get the Dragon Balls.
The thing that I feel like with the Dragon Balls, people don't understand either. How many wishes can you make with the Earth Dragon Balls?
It's 2 now.
And then you can't wish again for a year, right?
Yeah.
Say, for instance, you made your 2 wishes, and then somebody immediately pulls up to Earth and claps everybody. Then where your plot if everybody dead and we just made 2 wishes? Ain't nobody left to make no wishes, like, bro, or something like that. Like, you can't always think that, because Frieza was trying to destroy Earth. Like, motherfuckers with Kid Buu destroying Earth. Like, they was destroying Earth. What would you think have happened at the end of the Buu saga had they not instant transmission somewhere else? Because the Earth was gone. How many people was left? Like, even the kids, they got clapped. Like, nobody was left with who? Boo? Like, Fat Boo? Was Fat Boo even around then?
When?
No, I don't think it was. Mr. Satan, Vegeta, and Goku?
Oh, you mean when Kid Buu eradicated everybody?
Yeah, who was left?
Chaozu, Mr. Satan, Tien, Dende.
Like, who's saving y'all?
Oh,
like,
did I say Mr. Satan?
Yeah, and
the dog.
But I'm like, he literally took everybody out. So just imagine had they got caught up in there, it wasn't no more Earth, because who finna wish us back? Like, you can't always just count on the Dragon Balls, bro.
Like, I'm like, listen, I get it. Everybody has their nostalgia and everybody has their favorite. I get that. I'm not knocking your favorite. I would never.
Dragon Ball Consequences was them turning into the shits, right? And that's what happened with that. What was the consequences of using the Dragon Balls in GT?
The Black Star Dragon Balls went. They whatever planet they made a wish upon, that planet blew up if their Dragon Balls were not back on that planet. So on Earth, so Earth was going to blow up because the Black Star Dragon Balls were not on Earth. They had to come back to Earth. After they were made a wish on, and they were scattered across the universe. Because I tapped out
half of GT. I love the song. But when they started hoeing Vegeta with Baby and all that shit, I was tapping out. I was like, nah.
The only thing about GT that I like were the dragons. But I feel like they rushed it towards the end, and like we didn't get enough of the dragons.
And then it had like Super 17 in GT, right?
Yes.
I feel like I remember some of that stuff, and that was like,
yeah, you were mad. You were mad.
I was mad at a lot of shit.
You were mad at Super 17 but you like what they did with Vegeta because of the new move he got. You was like, oh, that's nice. You like that move, but you was like, yo, what is this hoeing shit?
They always hoeing Vegeta, bro.
Like, and like, that's the thing. Like, GT hoed Vegeta, And like he was training his ass off. I'm like, but you hold Vegeta, and then people like, well, he holding GT, but he's on equal footing with Goku, power wise.
I like Super the best because he got like new moves and shit and all that. I like Super because he actually started like getting a little clout, but people gonna always try to hold him anyway.
But I'm like, that's Vegeta's character. He's gonna beat certain people, but he's like, he's like Loki. He's destined to roll a boulder up a hill, and it fall back on him. That's his character type. There's a lot of characters like that in your favorite franchises. They get stronger, yes. But it's not meant for him to kill the big bad. Not yet, anyway. Toriyama might change that. Which what's going on, which I think he's going to do with something that's going on, but no manga talk. I'm just saying, if you read it,
I like Dragon Ball Z because of the nostalgia of me watching it. I've never fully watched Dragon Ball. And then I love Super just because of it being more up to date and you got more, I feel like you got bigger threats in Super because you learned that all this other shit exists, like motherfuckers that go higher than y'all. You got gods of destruction, like I can snap my finger and your world gone, like no effort. So I just feel like that's what made me like Super.
I feel like,
and I love Hunter for the story, but that's what I feel like. Had Hunter not came out when it did and accumulated the fans it did, and you took that same story and came out with it today, 2023, it wouldn't hold people's attention spans. Soon as they saw Gon and Killua in the beginning, like when he was on that island and they was trying to get their license, they'd have been like, what the fuck is this? Or this too kiddie. Because it's too much saturation of anime now. Like, you got too much different kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
So that's why I'll be like, certain stuff did well where it needed to do, but some stuff still does stand the test of time. I just feel like it depends on what it is.
I'm like, think about this. And this gonna hurt some feelings. Think about this. Wait until 20 years from now and y'all hear kids say, man, Attack on Titan trash. That shit's gonna fuck your mind up.
Motherfucker saying that now because of the ending.
I get that, but I'm talking about a generation of kids saying Attack on Titan is trash. I'm not talking about like 40-30%. I'm talking about 90% of these kids gonna be saying, man, what is this trash shit?
But why ask what's Vegeta's glorious purpose if we ain't got it yet? His story's not over. Where we ended in Loki, you can say that's the end of his story. Like, you can literally say, I've seen you come from here and make it here, and if I see nothing else, I'm fine with that. In Dragon Ball, that will never be the case for me. Because his story, he's still developing as a character, but his story could be way better, but it's also up to who tells the story. Like, if the mangaka want to hold him every time, then that's what his story gonna be. But his story could be more than that.
I couldn't get past the second season for Attack on Titan. Are you being for real or you go to? Oh, you being serious? See what I'm saying? But I'm like, just think about that, y'all. It's gonna be a generation that says that, and that sucks. That's crazy. Like, think about that. That'll be crazy to me. That's crazy. Even like, I'm an Attack on Titan fan. Even though the fandom is ass, but I'm just saying it's still the story is good. The slowest part, and Tasha say this, is season 3, the first part. Because it's informational. And if you're not an informational person, that's probably where you'll drop it.
I mean, they still got you because it was still parts with action, but it wasn't as fast paced as like the other parts.
Yeah.
Where hoes was just getting bodied every episode. Like, you had more stuff where it was more we have to sit and think, because now we just not dealing with Titans, we dealing with people. That's kind of where that went. It shifted with season 3.
I feel like Gohan is the character that he needs to be. Since the beginning, he has said he wants to be a scholar.
See, I can understand you not getting into Attack on Titan if you just now getting into anime, because that may not be your thing yet. Everybody don't like certain anime. Like some people like slice of life, some people like fighting, some people like horror. It's different stuff. I'm just a general watcher of things.
I know why I don't like Code Geass now. I couldn't figure it out, but I get why I don't like it. It's not that Code Geass is bad. I don't like mechs. So I wouldn't like Gundam. I don't like Gundam and all that shit. I don't like that.
Pass me, yeah, it don't matter which one.
I don't like mechs. That's not my thing. I don't like mechs.
Is it in the whole show though, or is it just like certain parts?
That
I don't like Gundam stuff though. I ain't gonna lie.
Like I don't
like some people do reaction requests for Gundam and it be like so hard to watch. Now it was one Gundam that I fucked with where they looked like they was doing Yu-Gi-Oh shit. Remember the little boys when they had the table? It looked more like up to date for Gundam. And they was in the suits. I don't think he was actually in it though. It was almost like Yu-Gi-Oh where they was calling them to fight and do shit. That one wasn't so bad, but I can't remember.
Transformers is not the same thing as to me because Transformers have their own personalities. When you put a human in a machine, I don't know what that is. To me, it just doesn't resonate with me. So I'm not gonna say Code Geass is bad. I just figured this out like a week ago. And that's what I meant to tell y'all. I finally figured out why I don't like it. Because I don't like the Gundams. That doesn't mean they're bad. They not for me.
Not I'm trying to see you fight, not the machine. That's what it is.
Omega!
But that's the thing. That's a certain genre of anime though. Every genre not going to be for everybody.
The only time I liked a mech, and this was one time, Yu-Gi-Oh! Season 4, filler. Joey put on this, like...
Iron Man not an anime though. That's live action. Me seeing a regular hoe put on a suit and body hose is different than me. Like, it's just like anime supposed to be larger than life. Like, I don't want to see me getting in the
Iron
fucking
Man
suit.
is different. And here's why Iron Man is different to me. I'll get back to the Yu-Gi-Oh! Thing. Joey put on, he had this card that put on this whole little suit, and it looked like, and it was red. It's like an anime, anime Iron Man suit. But those big bulky ass,
I don't feel like Iron Man the same either though, cause his suits can do shit by themselves. Like they got programs and shit. Like, dude, I don't watch Gundam to know like if I'm not in the suit, if the suit gonna protect me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know.
It just doesn't resonate with me. The way it is, the way it doesn't. It just doesn't. I tried. Like back in the day when Gundam used to come on Toonami, I was like, nah, this ain't for me. I just didn't like it. Like,
but at least with the Power Rangers, like they still whooping ass though. They don't get into the Megazord till later because whatever they fighting big as fuck. Like, yeah, they still busting heads though. Like they can bust heads. The Black Ranger was out here dancing and whooping people ass while he out here dancing. I'm like
doing all that dumbass shit.
We've never watched Evangelion, but I know that it got something to do with that. Now I heard their story is ignorant, but I've never watched that long ass title.
Never liked the Big O.
What the fuck is the Big O?
It's an anime.
I ain't never heard of it.
Isn't Attack on Titan considered... How is that?
How the fuck Attack on Titan consider mech? Cause they in meat suits? That's not a mech. That's not tech. That's not nothing like that.
It's not
That's
machine.
a whole nother fucking... That's a whole nother fucking...
Now you can't say it's mech-like. I'll give you that. It's mech-like. Now that I think about it, yeah, it is mech-like.
But most of them wasn't doing it on purpose. They wasn't getting them bitches to defend themselves. They was getting hold. Like, the fuck?
I mean, it's their body. Like...
Hell no.
But see, mech... Nah.
Y'all wild as
organic tech.
I don't consider that because that situation wasn't a controlled situation. Like, that shit was like, nah.
I mean, I said you can consider that, but like...
Let me tell you, some of these magical girl animes be hitting harder than some of these shonens, but people be turned off about the magical girl brand. I feel like I'll give anything a shot, but if I can't get into it after a couple episodes, I know it's not gonna be for me. Cause it don't take that much from me to get into something.
It really doesn't.
Like, I don't like how you said that.
I was talking about me too.
Oh, I thought you said that real quick. Like,
it really does.
Like, if it catches my attention, because like I said, there was a Gundam that was cool, but it had to do with a little boy. Remember, he went to the store and bought some at the store, and all that shit started popping off. His mama owned like a toy store or something like that.
Oh,
He
I
wasn't
remember watching
grown
that.
though. It was a more up to date Gundam though. It wasn't like the old school Gundams from back in the day because we didn't see like a couple, but we ain't seen all of it. But you know, like people do reaction requests. But I heard Madoka Magica is wild because sometimes they make it on the poll. But and we watched
And like I'm telling y'all, bro.
we watched the Magic Girl anime as a reaction request. It was a little movie like Little Witch Academia or some shit like that where they was doing magic. It's
Yeah, I
like
saw
Harry
that.
Potter for some witches. I don't know. We watched some shit like that before too. It's so much shit on Patreon, y'all, that y'all literally have to just look for because people do reaction requests.
That shit is wild. Like people try to tell y'all, bro. Patreon is crazy. Like and like people, I know people might feel like
Let
we
me
just
see what
saying
Gundam
that.
episode this is. Hold on. I'm gonna tell y'all some of the shit that we be watching.
Like I don't know what TikTok I was watching. They was like, "Oh, what anime have you watched?" I think it was Tracy. I think it was Tracy Allen. It's like name anime that you watched, and like, bro, I just when I saw it, I was like, let me just go to Patreon. Let me see all these.
Bitch, I forgot we watched this show and then finished it.
Ace of Diamond?
No, 11/22/63. That was the show about Kennedy. I think that like James Franco or the brother.
That's why
was
we
in or
stopped
something.
watching.
That wasn't why we stopped watching. It was a reaction quiz.
I thought that's why we stopped
No,
watching.
if it's down here, it's a reaction quiz. It ain't have nothing to do with that.
But yeah,
We watched the first 2 episodes of Ace of Diamonds. We watched the first 2 episodes of All American. What the fuck is Basilisk? I don't even remember watching these. We watched something called Basilisk, the first 2 episodes. We watched the first episode of Beastars. We watched the first episode, Be the Beginning, I wanted to finish. That was the crazy detective one where something was happening, like the man was turning into like a monster. I don't know, it was like a detective like, but I feel like it had supernatural elements to it too. I remember like a dude in a lab coat.
That's what you talking about, right?
I don't know.
That we watched.
We watched the first episode of that Charm from the CW. We watched the first 2 episodes of Cloak and Dagger, first 2 episodes of Deadly Class.
Any of the reaction requests hook you? Yep, the Blacklist.
The first 3 episodes of Doom Patrol season 1, but I know I need to move that because we got them some more episodes to that somewhere. We watched the first 2 episodes of the Rah Rah Rah. But yeah, Gundam Build, whatever this is. What is the name of it? Gundam Build Fighters. Let me see if this is it. See how they got it like a stadium, like how when they do Yu-Gi-Oh and the shit, like visualized. It was like that.
My shirt don't even look like that no more. That's how long I've had.
See, I think they were controlling them at the stadium, like how when you call Yu-Gi-Oh cards, they would come out and fight. It was like that, so I wasn't that mad at that one.
Reaction requests are where people request that we watch something. That's a
Yeah,
different
it's a tier on Patreon.
It's a tier on Patreon.
Why Gunpowder Milkshake down here? But we watched. You know what? Land of the Lustrous kind of had me in the chokehold a little bit. You remember that with the little gym people?
I have to see it.
They looked like little fairy girls, but they all had different color hair, and their name was named after like gems, and somebody was trying to destroy their world or something like that. I think. See how she cracked and looked like a gem? That was like a long time ago. We was actually into that shit. I don't know what the fuck was going on.
What's up with the camera right there? What camera is that?
I don't know. I don't know. But see, they all like they all were like different gems or whatever. But they all had them little booty shorts on, and they always like fighting.
Oh yeah, I remember that shit.
What
camera is that? I want that camera. That camera was clean.
Oh, you thought that was clean? I didn't like it.
What do you mean?
I don't look. You could do whatever. For as I know, it's a webcam if it's in my room, but I don't know because we look at.
Oh no, I know what camera that was. That was not the webcam. That was the camera I bought, the 4K camera I brought.
Are you sure though? Because it's on the screen like we do it now. Like this, it's not separate. It's like it looked like it's on the thing. So
if that's the case, then that would be that one, and it's changed. The settings are.
I had another camera before this one. Because I got this one after you got yours. So it's probably the camera that Rashad got. We did the first 4 episodes of Legacies. Yeah, we did Little Witch Academia. I think that's the movie, not like the show. We did Mr. Robot. I wanted to finish Mr. Robot. We didn't finish that. But we did the first 3 episodes of that.
What is this category?
Somebody this reaction request, these are old ones. That's why I went to it. Like they just under here because they used to be on Drive. They're not on Patreon.
Naruto. Why is Naruto?
Because somebody remember people used to request us to watch certain stuff. I forgot what it was that we watched. It's 477. So whatever happened that episode, I remember people
That's like Naruto versus Sasuke though.
I know 477. I see. Boom. You didn't even have to click.
That's probably why though, because I think somebody asked me if I watched it.
Oh
and
yeah,
I
that's
was
right.
like,
You
no,
didn't watch
I didn't,
it.
and I was just like, okay. But then we did this one too. 133.
Is that Jiraiya?
This Jiraiya's fight. Yeah, I think somebody like asked us to watch like specific stuff. Oron Host Club episode 1. This is the first episode of the Ozarks over here. The Runaways, the first 3 episodes. Ruby. I think we did the whole first season of Ruby, right? Because I think we just did the first episode of season 2 the other day. Now, I don't remember doing this. Samurai Deeper? That shit sounds... sound a little sus. Oh, I think I remember that now. I think them different clans was fighting each other or something like that. But I don't know. It's hard for me to remember some of these. I think it had like monsters or something too. I don't know what the fuck is Star Blazers, Yamato. What the fuck? I don't remember doing some of this. This is how you know some of this shit.
Have we seen the last Kuroko no Bas? Yeah.
Oh, maybe this is what I thought was Gundam. This Star Blazers, whatever this is, that was in space or something. I think it had like mechs too. It was like weird. I don't know. Star Blazers, Yamato. The first episode of Succession. Tehran, episode 1 and 2. Tang Ho Tange. That's that.
Can you finish Girl from Nowhere is finished.
But they be talking about the whole series. But just because we watch one thing don't mean you gonna come here with all caps and be like, can you finish it? The first season is finished. That's finished for us until we decide to do season 2. Like, we'll get to it when we get to it. We already be backed up on watching stuff.
Man, these
Tangho was that school where they was busting heads. Remember they got the fighting at the lunchroom? They was busting heads. Like the whole school just fight us. Like that shit was ignorant.
I remember that shit.
We did the night of Thunderbolt Fantasy. That was with the puppets. Remember that? When they had the little puppets fight on that shit was funny. Please. I wanted to watch that so bad.
What?
Look at this shit. Thunderbolt Fantasy was fucking hilarious to me. We laughed the whole time because it was like, see how that I don't know why I love that shit. That shit was fire as fuck though. It was literally like a fucking K-drama or anime, but they had like puppets. That shit was hilarious. We did like, no, it wasn't Black Lagoon. I'm forgetting the name of the one we did do. Now, these are old reaction quizzes. We do have more reaction quizzes that are actually on Patreon, so you'd have to check out the reaction requests. Like, if you type in the tags or go to the collection, there's reaction requests too, but these are like old, so they in the drive.
Yeah.
We did the first
Yeah,
episode
they
of
old, 'cause
Warrior.
my hair don't even look the same.
We did the first episode of Violet Evergarden. We did the first 2 episodes of Watchmen. We did What We Do in the Shadows, and then we actually threw the first season of You. We actually started the second season of You. But on Patreon, you can keep talking if you need to. I'm just looking through stuff. It's like over 100 reaction requests just on Patreon, and I just went through like 50 on the drive. Let me do the oldest one. Oh, wait. Oh, I could do it like that. Like the fuck? Okay, so the first set of reaction requests we did on Patreon, The Night of, Grimm, the first episode, Outlander. We did Gundam 00. I don't know what that one is, but we did Gundam 00. The Witcher, more Mr. Robot, The Devil is a Part-Timer. I want to say we did like 4 or 6 episodes of that. Yeah, The Devil is a Part-Timer. Oh no, we might have. How many episodes is Devil is a Part-Timer? Because we got 8 episodes on here. That might be the whole first season of that. Hold on, because I've been pronouncing the name wrong this whole time. Is Kakegurui or something like that? Because I just call it Kakaguri, and then OD was like, you missing a whole U, because she speaks Japanese. She embarrassed me last night. So I've been saying the name wrong this whole time. But yeah, Kakagurui or whatever. I don't know, it got like an extra U in it. We used to do Westworld. We did The Magicians, Mr. Robot, Alice in Borderland. Oh, never mind. I don't even know why I said that, because we actually did that. I didn't know that was a reaction quiz, so that was a show we actually picked up, Alice in Borderland. That was ignorant. Oh, we did Gangsta. I remember that one because I think was one of the ladies a prostitute. I just know hoes was getting clapped on there. They had guns. It was like gang shit on Gangsta, like for real.
No, I don't watch Power.
We did the first 2 episodes of Grand Blue. More Kakagurui. We did the first season of Banshee, that show with the dude who played Homelander. We did the whole first season of that. We did an episode of Total Drama Island. The Dynasty remake, I want to say. It was the new Dynasty that we did, I think. American Gods. What the fuck is The Last Kingdom? Is this some Viking shit?
I think so.
Oh, I don't remember doing that, but we did The Last Kingdom episode 1. More Banshee. We did do the first episode and the first 4 episodes of Black Lagoon actually, and I want to say we did the English dub because that was the one that had that black dude in it, I think. But that was like when that was some gang like shit too, when they was stealing shit from folks or something. But we did the first and second season of JoJo, and part 3 we did up to like 6 or 7 episodes of that, or if not more, for JoJo. 9 episodes. More The Night of, more American Gods. So if y'all want to watch some stuff on Patreon, y'all will be watching stuff for a while if y'all want to try it out. We did the Blacklist up to episode 6. Claymore, we did the first episode of that. Claymore was with them Lady Beast hoes. Like with the, remember that they call Claymores because they the only female, like that. We did the first episode of that. We started the first 2 episodes of Dark. The first 3 episodes of season 2 of Ruby. I did the Rings of Power on stream and I tried to put them, but I lost some of the videos because Twitch only held them for so long. So I think I only got episode 2 through 6 of Rings of Power. We did the first episode of Bridgerton. We did the first episode of The Expanse. We did the first episode of Yellow Jackets. We did My Adventures of Superman, the first 2 episodes. Whole first season of You. I'm pretty sure we finished the season of The Night Of, or either it was 1 episode left. I can't remember.
The Night Of?
When they accused that boy of that shit.
That shit.
I think it had 1 episode left. We did the Misfits. That was the kids over in the UK with the jail uniforms on, that storm happened and they got like weird ass powers or something. We did some of that too. Doom Patrol episode 4. Some more season 2 of American Gods. We did the whole first season of Peaky Blinders, and we're gonna have to do the second season, and we on the second season of You. The Magicians up to episode 3. If not more, I want to say. Is it just 3 episodes? I feel like it was more of the Magicians.
I feel like it was more than that.
I feel like we did. I'll have to go look up the Magicians and see. But I feel like
just right click on it.
Right click on this?
Yeah, bring it up in another tab, and then click on the tag for it.
It's in the reaction real quick. Hold on though. Ooh, I spelled that wrong. Well, it got 4 episodes on here. I must have overlooked one a minute ago. We did the first episode of Bel Air, the first episode of Snowfall.
Someone make a GoFundMe and pay for all seasons of JoJo.
We did the newer Gossip Girl, the 2021 version. I forgot how many episodes we did, but I know we gotta do more. Oh, they going down. They not in. That's why we ain't seen them. They going down this way. We did the first 4 episodes of that show Reacher. I wanted to finish that because it only got 4 more for the first season. So and then that's how far we are right now. So yeah. Somebody came over here because the number changed, so thank y'all.
Are you going to watch more of Snowfall? My whole family is hooked to that show.
If we have time, there are shows that I be wanting to pick up from reaction requests, but realistically, we have to like have time to watch it. Cause once you start watching shit, people want you to watch the whole thing, and some shows are long. Some shows don't just be 8 or 10 episodes; they be like 20 episodes. Cause what I really want to fucking watch on Patreon with Trey is Penthouse. That's like, I feel like if y'all never watched Penthouse, like y'all would be fucking hooked watching season 1 of that. And I just feel like he would want to watch it back to back. But that's like a real K-drama where you got the 20-something plus episodes and each episode an hour or something, like a fucking soap opera. Like that shit.
We don't do music reactions.
Oh yeah, we did do 6 episodes of Prison School because you paid for it, which is weird ass. That shit was wild. Like I don't even know what to say to that. That shit was just like, some of the anime they make me wild. Now one girl pissed me off on fucking TikTok. I seen this shit earlier where she was arguing like incest tropes in anime. And I be like, some of that shit that she was saying was like, cause like she was talking about the girl that's with Bond. I'm like, that girl older than everybody on the show. She a fucking fairy. I don't know what y'all want her to look like. I guess y'all want her to be a tall fairy with big titties and a big ass. I guess y'all want her to look like Liz from Seven Deadly Sins because he liked the chick, like trying to make it seem like he liked little girls or something.
Oh.
I'm like, she like a fucking 1,000-some years old. Like, if she never like, if that's what she look like, like, the fuck do you want? And she like saved his life or something. That's like the only reason that shit even happened. But I'm like, she like thousands of years old. And then they was talking about King and Diane. And they was talking about Meliodas and Liz. And then they was just study doing stuff. Certain shit I can see. But I'm like, if you ain't got your shit together, be quiet. Because she mentioned that brother and sister couple from the Bungo Stray Dogs. I'm like, they not even real siblings. I'm like, how y'all using examples and then y'all don't even know what the fuck is going on in the show? Like, they like step siblings. And the dude don't even like her like that. I don't know if you remember that from Bongo. They work in the office. I'm like, they not even fucking blood siblings. I'm like, how y'all gonna argue incest and pedophilia and not even use the right situations for that?
Because people don't know what the fuck.
Like, if you don't want to watch shit, if you feel uncomfortable because something happened to you in your life or you like the wrong shit, then just say that.
People be reaching. Peaky Blinders, yep. Watch that.
I can understand King and Diane, but in they aspect of the way they trying to do it, she's literally like a fucking giant. Like, it's not like she looked like a child, but I get it. All their relationships in Seven Deadly was kind of hold, to be honest. But that's the way the author wanted to do it. Because I'm like, the girl that was the fairy or the little pixie that lived in the forest, they like thousands of fucking years old. They're not going to mature and look different than that. But because he liked her, he's a lolly and like kids and shit. I'm like, it ain't like he trying to scoop up every child he see. Because the other girl in the show that liked him that was young, he didn't even pay her no mind. The one that was in the, like, he didn't even, if you gonna argue this shit, make it make sense. You get what I'm saying? Like, if you a pedo, you fucking with all the kids. You ain't just, like, he literally found his one person. He only liked her.
Which was thousands of years old.
I'm like, damn.
Hundreds of years old, whatever.
I think they were thousands of years old. Like, they've been in that for,
I'm just saying, even if I was wrong with thousands.
And then somebody was like, Meliodas, because he's known Liz since birth. And then they was like, but Liz can be considered a pedophile too because Meliodas looked like a kid. I was like, bitch, I'm finna leave off this because y'all ignorant. I'm like, this the dumbest motherfucking shit I've ever heard, bruh. Some of this shit I can see. Some of them animes they was naming I ain't never seen before. But like the shit with sword art, I did not like that. The cousin sister hoe that started liking him after at the end of the first season or whatever, that shit just seemed like it came out of nowhere. Like, I'm like, we good with Asuna. The fuck y'all had to throw this in there for? But they was already throwing sexual assault and all that shit up in fucking sword art anyway. Cause was that the second season we watched where they was doing it? With the girls in it when him and old boy was learning that shit and they had the girls at the school that was under them and they had them dudes all over them making them watch.
Second season.
Third, I don't remember because I don't.
The first season was fucked up because of the end, because of old boy, you know what I'm saying?
In the tree, the tree shit, right?
That was fucked up, but it got real bad, you know what I'm saying?
I forgot what season 2.
Alicization
was 3, I remember now. That's when this shit happened with Alicization. I was like, child.
That shit was wild. And then they supposed to have
But the
another
whole
season.
thing with Liz and Meliodas that they tried to explain was like, that was that lady reincarnated, right? Like, didn't the lady he fell in love with kept reincarnating or some shit like that? That was the whole thing with her. So you can might as well say that's a Jacob and Renesmee thing then, because like that was the lady he fell in love with reincarnated. But I don't know, like anime do a lot of weird shit, but you gotta realize they do shit like that because they culture okay certain stuff. Like it's certain shit they still be over there marrying cousins and all that kind of stuff too. People try to act like they don't do that shit in America.
Yeah, people.
But I'm
marry
like,
people,
y'all do that shit in America too. It's just that ain't nobody trying to watch that shit on TV.
Yeah, people in America marry their second cousins.
They be marrying more than that.
Like, I mean, I know, but like legally,
I see a girl on TikTok that be fucking bragging. Well, she ain't bragging, but you keep making TikToks about the fact that you got pregnant by your dad.
Yeah, I saw that popped up on my shit
I'm
this
like,
morning.
why do you keep
With the little thing on the side of her head. I was like, yo.
like why you keep making videos about this shit? Like she make videos like it's a joke. Like I get about laughing about your circumstances, but that shit not funny, fam. Like you ain't make a one video and then everybody got sympathy and they joined it. Like you study making videos about the shit. I love some fucking Black Clover. And that's why I be trying not to be biased, cause I catch it in myself. Cause when I saw them with the pirate shit, I was like, bitch, this shit like One Piece. I'm not finna watch that. That's immediately what I thought when I saw the Black Bulls thing, cause it looked like pirate shit. I'm like, this a One Piece knockoff? I'm like, I don't even want to watch One Piece. I know I ain't finna watch this. Then we actually started watching it because they voted for it. Oh, that shit was fire as fuck. I'm ready for that to come back. I hope it come back next year. I feel like you would like it. Anybody, to me, the closest reference that I can give you is the team is set up like Naruto. Like you got your Sasuke, you got your Naruto, and you got your Sakura. But to me, they're written better in the aspects of them doing shit. Now I know everybody love Naruto and Sakura, but Naruto and Sasuke. Sakura could have been written better. I love Sakura, but she could have been written better. And I feel like the women in that anime are like OP. I feel like they've written very well. Like, what's her fucking name? What's Fuego Neon them last name? Is that they whole name?
Vermilion?
Yeah, that. Like the Vermilion, I love her. Cause I kept messing with Trey because in one part I was like, oh, where Goku at? Cause her and Goku can't go toe to toe. Trey was like, that ain't even the same thing. I feel like if we had to have a multi-anime universal fight, I feel like her and Goku would make the best fight ever. I'm sorry. I just feel like hands down. And we ain't talking about villains, cause like Sakuna, we not even gonna bring him up after this week. We not even pitting him against nobody cause everybody did. Like, yeah, I'm not doing that. Cause your favorite villain's getting hold if Sakuna in the picture. I just feel like your favorite. Who? I
don't know about that. I mean, what he did for his universe, what he did was a feat.
And he won that full power though.
True.
That's why
I'm giving you that too. But yeah, I don't know what villains we talking about.
Oh,
we talking about some My Hero shit?
I was about to start reading it.
I mean, we talking about some My Hero characters. Oh yeah, Sakuna go whoop some ass.
Who you trying to advocate for? Golden Frieza?
Who, me?
Yeah, who you advocating for?
He ain't gotta be golden.
But who?
He ain't gotta be golden to whoop some ass.
No, because like for you to take a villain, for you to take a being that literally changes its state to counter any and everything, and you still clapped it at like 75%, and you telling me Frieza ain't finna get flambéed?
By who?
Sakuna?
No, baby, no.
Okay.
No. Okay.
No, because everything you gonna argue for Dragon Ball is that they blew up planets. I don't want to hear that.
But babe, okay.
But we don't know if Sakuna can do that because he's not at full power.
And we don't know that yet. You are so right. But I want you
but
to.
you touching me while you saying
I
this.
want you to look at me.
Don't patronize me. I'm listening to you.
Use logic. He did that to a section of a city. Nappa did this to a city in an instant, just this. I want you to use your logic. This is you're a logical person.
Ivan?
Now, I said,
I'm looking at this.
So, I just want you, Sakuna, what he did for his anime wasn't feat. It was badass. It looked great. We don't know how big and he needs all 20 fingers. So we need to see him at his best. This is, like you said, 75%. But 75% still was just a section. It wasn't even the entirety of Tokyo. That's why it was just an incident. This isolated incident. Could he have done more? Yes, he could. Yeah, exactly, babe. You're not. Come on now.
I don't. Never mind. That's why I don't do that whole battle shit that they do. Because like,
you gotta look at it objectively. You just said they blow up planets. I want you to use logic. Logically, what Sakuna did for his universe was a feat. It was badass, no doubt. Master Roshi blew up the moon in Dragon Ball.
What about Hunter x Hunter?
Am I wrong? Like, this is what I be trying to tell people. Like, use your logic and make it make sense. By what she said, the incident what's the area you call?
It's Shibuya.
Shibuya.
Okay, but take what Lilac said. We don't know the extent of what he could do. And obviously he is badass as Gojo because they had to seal him. They couldn't kill him. So I'm like,
okay, but listen to what you're saying, y'all.
But who's to say he couldn't blow up a planet too? Like, if he do that, you ain't got nothing else to fuck with. But I'm just like,
we're not like y'all. We're not disagreeing with y'all, but we want y'all to use a logic. He did all that with his fingers. He did all that shit. Fucked up an area over time and the build up. Nappa did this in an instant. Wiped out a city. What we're trying to convey is, look at the feats. Master Roshi at a power level 139 blew up the moon. The moon. You think Sakuna can fight Frieza?
I don't know what he could do.
Like, that's what I be trying to say. The power scaling is crazy. But if you would have put them in a universe together, by the feat that Sakuna did, who is he fighting? Nappa? Right? Based off just what he did alone, right there. Who is he fighting? Because if you're fighting Nappa, that means Goku in the Saiyan Saga beats you. Damn sure Vegeta, Frieza kills you. And this is first form Frieza. This... Y'all make it make sense? Master Roshi Kamehameha the shit out of the moon. This is why
we have to find another anime where they blow up planets to compare.
It's not. That's why I be trying to tell people you can't stop putting Dragon Ball in the feats because it's in a realm of itself. The only thing that competes with it is One Piece.
Toji's strong,
One Punch Man, because he's a parody character. But then we can take our own parody character, Arel, and kill Saitama because she can breathe in space and he can't.
Toji versus Sakuna is like not even smart to ask because Toji got defeated already by Gojo. So
I'm like,
Toji's human. He's strong as a human, but he's still just human.
Now,
he don't have any like.
Now that's something you can debate. Deku at 70% beats Sakuna. That I don't feel like, because I don't know where Sakuna could go, and I still feel like we haven't seen Deku do everything he can do. So that would be a debate of, okay, right now. I don't think
Deku can be 70% Sakuna, and I don't also feel like whenever Sakuna did what he did in the city, like. The only reason it didn't escalate further is because it literally said he pulled back because he didn't want to kill Megumi. Like, that's the only reason it did that general area, because Megumi would have been fucked up had it not been. And that still wasn't him at his best. All I'm saying is, as a curse, or king of curses or whatever, who's to say he couldn't blow up Earth? But if you do, what do you have left after that? Like, motherfuckers is out here just killing people for fun. So if I kill everybody, what else am I gonna do? But like, who's to say he couldn't do that? That's all I'm saying. And the shit with the Shibuya area, it only went that far because had I extended it, had I, like, you know what I'm saying, then I would, the one thing I'm looking for would have got, it would have been collateral damage. So that's all I'm saying. But the Toji thing, that ain't even a question. Toji badass, but Toji not surviving that. Toji wouldn't even, Toji, from what I can gather of what they've showed him, like, I feel like he a strategist. He liked money. I don't feel like he would fight a battle he couldn't win anyway. I don't know what happened with Gojo. I feel like Gojo was just like one of them situations where he made an error in judgment. I feel like he fought knowing he was going to lose anyway. Like, he literally was taking jobs for money. He wouldn't have took a job he didn't feel like he could do.
I understand Sakuna got too much experience, but I give it to Deku. He does adapt, and he's smart at figuring out shit during battles. He's smart. Like, okay, case in point, when he was fighting the class, Deku wasn't doing what he normally does. Deku could have got away from all of them. They wasn't doing and they purposely showed you Deku wasn't thinking about, oh yeah, he was tired. Everybody else was at like 100%, 90. Deku was tired as fuck. Not thinking, not strategizing, trying to get away. He was just trying to get away.
I feel like Deku would get clapped if he had to do the domain because it literally has what do they call it? When like the guaranteed hit or whatever, like whatever he put out. Like that, the way they explained his abilities when I went back and watched that part is like there's one set of things that he can do, and if that don't work, it has like another way to do it. Like the way he destroyed that thing, like that thing was literally designed for any situation.
What can Goku do against Infinity? Okay, question. Don't spoil the manga. You say Infinity. The only reason you say it's infinite is because nobody's been strong enough to reach it. But what if that person reaches it?
They already solidified to me that Gojo can die though, because after the conversation he had with Megumi last week, when they just said the technique that Megumi's ancestor did, and his ancestor had the limitless technique, and he still died. Like, you're not immortal. You just badass compared to this weak-ass generation of hoes that we got. Like, you got to realize, think about it for, like, Naruto terms, because that's what I was telling Trey, too. Like, you got Madara and how badass they were back then, and, like, the Hokages and stuff. Like, you had more generations of people that were badass then, right? It seems like as generations go on, that shit kind of get weeded out, and you may have like one person out of 10 generations of people that's badass instead of everybody clan being on that. So that's why I'm like, what?
South Central, don't say that again. Don't say Sakuna was holding back and Nappa wasn't. Don't say that again. Because if Nappa wasn't holding back, the planet wouldn't be here.
I'm not finna argue Dragon Ball with y'all, but
tell me I'm wrong right now.
Deku ain't surviving.
Tell me with 100% I'm wrong.
Deku, because to be fair, you can put My Hero and I feel like you can put Jujutsu Kaisen in the same kind of space because it's still humans. Like, you got humans that got quirks, you got humans with Kirk's energy. So I feel like they can kind of go hand in hand. Deku not surviving what Sakuna did this past week. Like, I gotta fucking... Even if... I don't even feel like he would survive before we got to the domain part. Because the way he fought Jogo with the whole, like, I'm dropping meteors on your head and all that kind of shit. The way he pulled up on them people, nobody knew he was coming. Simon Says don't move. Like, I'm just like, no.
I'm not saying you...
I don't care how plus ultra he going.
I'm not saying you wrong that Sakuna not holding back. He don't have all the figures, of course. Yeah, he's not 100%.
I feel like Deku would kill himself using plus ultra before Sakuna even finished him off. Like him trying to, like just negating the attacks. I just feel like, but Sakuna the type of person to let you attack him and just dodge to show you that like that thing he fought seemed like that was the first time he actually had to put up an actual fight. Whatever that was that Megumi summoned. That would seem like the first time he actually had to like do something. Everything else, it was just like fun and games.
Yeah, I'm gonna stop talking about this before I get spoiled on one thing.
Well, we finna get to go anyway because it's almost 5. I wasn't even trying to be here that long. I'll comment. Thank you for the donation. Not you saying I could be him with my products. Okay. Now he ain't showered in years. Deku got danger sense, but what if your danger sense ain't fast enough for the danger that I'm pulling up on? That's still a fucking quirk. That don't mean that he ain't faster than his quirk activate. That man was like in another part of the city fighting Jogo and immediately pulled up on Panda Nim. And then was playing games with Joe. It's like, we're going to see if y'all can make it away from this media when I say go. Like, I just feel like as much as I love Deku, I'm down for them and them kids. But they not going to have a bright future in that Jujutsu Kaisen. They not going to have a bright future in that universe.
I get it. It's him wanting fun.
The flaming arrow alone probably would do Deku in. Not even the domain. That's true too, Lilac. That's a good point. Like, Sakuna is a curse. Well, I guess he can sense Yuji since he's in his body, but like Sakuna is a curse, not an actual person. So I don't know how the danger sense will work. So I don't know.
I guess just off that danger, like think about it like that. It's named danger sense, so it can sense any danger, no matter what it is. Let's go off that. And
even if he could, I just feel like it ain't as quick as Sakuna. Though.
Yeah, I feel like what might happen based off what we know, being how Sakuna is. What if his danger sense is already too late?
I agree,
like
Omega.
he's dead and he sensed danger. It's just a delayed reaction.
Yeah, like by the time he sensed it, his body falling on the ground.
It's late. He's dead. Like, oh boy, that last episode.
Yeah, when he was finna walk away and then
his whole shit slid off. Yeah, like that.
I agree with you, Omega, though. Because Toji fast as fuck for a human and Sakuna faster. So, like... Now, what I want to see... Never mind.
And here's the thing. Both of these people that we're talking about are not at 100%. So, we don't know where Sakuna's going, and we don't know where... Well, unless you read the manga, we don't know where Deku's going. So, if you know where they're going, you know the answer to these questions. But...
is it true that My Hero's supposed to come out next year?
Hell yeah.
Not hell yeah. I thought they was doing a movie first. That's why I asked, because I always see them talking about they gonna release movies first. So unless the movie coming out in the season coming out right after. Has Spider-Man Spider Sense ever been too slow?
I mean, it's not that it's been too slow. It's been voided, basically. I.e. Venom, all the symbiotes. He has it, but it doesn't sense them. So it just depends. You can sense the danger, or you can't sense the danger because you bonded with a fucking alien.
I don't have any theories about Megumi. I have theories about Yuji, but I already said them before. And I don't want nobody to confirm or deny, so if you ain't catch it in the video, then...
Yeah, let's get up out of here. Because we talking anime, we gonna fuck around. If I fuck around and get spoiled, I'm gone.
Yeah, we finna go because I'm hungry anyway. I was trying to go eat at 4:30, not 5, so...
Alright, y'all take it easy.
Get out of here. Thank y'all so much for the support, of course.
Another Spider-Man video going up today.
I was like, what?
And another one going up tomorrow too. So,
what we eating tonight? Somebody was asking that in the chat, but I'm gonna go. I will be back later for game night if y'all want to pull up on Twitch later. So I'll see y'all in a couple of hours hopefully. So I'll catch y'all then. But if you want to order anything, my link is still pinned. I can pack your order on Twitch or pack it off camera. But thank y'all for the support, and I'll catch y'all later.